Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So straight into today's video, we're going to be going over the voice cast for Disney's Wish. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you've not already. And with that, let's get into what we have for today's video. So we're all aware of Ariana DeBose playing Asha, and personally I loved her in West Side Story where she played Anita. She was a very excellent singer, dancer and all that. And it's nice to see that Disney is picking up on her talents and bringing her into something like this. Next, we're also aware of Chris Pine playing King Magnifico. I don't need to go over Chris Pine's resume, but most recently we had him in Dungeons and Dragons that came out earlier this year. Next, we have Alan Tudyk, who is playing Valentino the Talking Goat, and like Chris Pine also, he has done a lot of voice works for Disney Animation that I feel like right now they should just give him a statue or something, because he's basically in almost everything, and right now we're having him in this show as well. Next, we have Queen Amaya, who is going to be voiced by Angelique Cabral. Her most notable work is her role of Carla in Big Sky, and this is kind of like her next big project, so I'm happy for her. Now let's move to Asha's friends, the 7 friends that are inspired by the 7 dwarfs in Snow White. First on the list, we have Simon, who is kind of like the strong one and is inspired by Sleepy from the 7 dwarfs. And Simon is voiced by Evan Peters, who spooked us all in the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. I mean, that show was so like, it's good to see that we're having someone play that kind of, diabolical role, come in and play something light-hearted for Disney Animation, so I can't wait to see his performance in this film. Next, we have Dahlia, who is a baker and the unofficial leader of the group, and she's inspired by Doug from the 7 Dwarfs. She's voiced by Jennifer Komiyama, who is a performer, and this is also kind of like her biggest work yet. I just love the fact that this film, and as we go on, you'll see that a lot of the cast members are actually upcoming artists, and they're very talented, so like, I just wish them all good things to come. Next, we have Garbo, who is inspired by Grumpy. He was the one in that trailer where he was like, what are you, 12? So he's voiced by Harvey Guillen, and personally I loved him in the Thundermans. He played Cousin Blobbin. He was so funny, the rich millionaire cousin. So it's really cool that we're having him in this film, and I can't wait to also hear his performance. Next, we have Safi, who is plagued with a lot of allergies and is inspired by Sneezy from the 7 Dwarfs. He's voiced by Rami Youssef, and he's a stand-up comedian and has done a couple of works here and there. And this is kind of like his next big project too, so like really excited for him. Next, we have Hal, who is inspired by Happy, voiced by Nico Vagras. And this is also kind of like their first big project as well. Like, I didn't see anything in the filmography. So, talents being discovered. Kudos Disney, you're doing a lot of good job with this. Next, we have Bazima, who is the shy one in the group, and she's inspired by Bashful. And she's voiced by De La Saba, who was the voice of young Judy in Zootopia back in 2016. And she has done other projects for Disney Animation, so excited for her to be taking on this role. And finally, we have Dario, who is inspired by Dopey, voiced by John Rudnitsky. I think I pronounced that correctly. He's a stand-up comedian and an actor as well, and this is kind of like his next big project too. And for Asha's family, we have her mom, Sakina, who is voiced by Natasha Rothwell. I personally enjoyed her performance in the Sonic movie, and I can't wait to see her performance in this film as well. And finally, we have Sabino, who is Asha's 100-year-old grandfather waiting for his wish to be granted, and he's voiced by Victor Garber. So that sums it all. That's like the main cast for this film. Definitely there will be other things like villagers and this and that, but to sum it all, this is all we have for the main cast members. So share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Please like this video, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.